G'day. Welcome back to Minecraft Down Under's side series called Mining Diamonds. Yes, my voice is yet to, break in today. It is the morning. We've just dropped the kids off at school and we've just jumped into this Mining Diamonds episode or live stream 8. Now, if you're new to the channel, well, it's the side series from my main series called Minecraft Down Under. It's just a mining live stream where we talk about some random stuff. We talk to the fans, we talk about things that are on my mind. It becomes more like a podcast. So, yeah, come join me. We're going to cover some topics today, including the latest snapshots, and what have we been doing in MDU, and maybe some human malware, Christmas. Oh, crikey, you name it. We'll cover it today. So, anyway, I should really not be up in the work in progress crafting room. We should be downstairs not in the dungeon, but we should be downstairs in the actual mining shaft, which we are going to move the entrance very, very soon. So what I was thinking, so this ladder's no longer going to be here very soon. I'm going to move it probably over to next to our new water elevator that goes up, takes all our items from the mining shaft up to the actual storage room. So that's where the main ladder getting up and down to the base will eventually be located at. And I think, have I got everything? Yeah, I could just jump right into a strip, which is really cool, really, really cool. All right, this shaft is getting quite nice and quite long, which is fantastic. Yes, you hear Venom in the background. She's giggling like a little school girl. All right, so I could probably... I do not, because people don't need to have dirty minds. I do not have a dirty mind, so there. Okay, well, let's get it stuck in... Wow, somebody just died. Oh, sorry, I'm just hearing all that. Alright, let's get stuck into it, Venom. Venom, really? Flaming Galar. Oh, I've barely just started this episode, and she's already into it. Okay, so first topic of the day. So there's been another snapshot, and they finally added the drip caves. Yeah, it's a new biome called drip caves, and you can only get it at the moment by using the custom biome settings when you're generating the new worlds. But it is quite interesting to see how it is all coming along. Remember, it is only a snapshot, and it is super early in the snapshot process right now. So that So yeah, the drip caves look and feel, they're coming along nicely. That's what I was trying to say. I was just taking a look at screenshots and videos of the new drip caves biome, and I think that's about it for the biomes when it comes to diamonds already. When it comes to it. Now, the other big thing that they added this week was the wireless detector block. I've forgotten the name already. Oh, crikey. I've still got to get used to all the new names, but holy smokes, does it have a lot of potential. Like this block will detect a splash. Yeah, so I can imagine the flood of AFK fish farms getting updated because now there's a block that can detect a splash. That's crazy, or a jump, or anything. It's absolutely insane. Like, I think it will change redstone for a lot, and it can detect, like, it puts out a signal. It depends on how far away that sound is, and also the comparators. You put those bad boys on there, it tries to detect different kinds of signals. Like, as I was saying, you get a signal of 5 or 6 for a splash, and then like 2 or 3 for a jump. Like, the comparators can change, what type of signal, how strong that signal is. Putting a normal piece of redstone will change. It's just crazy. I really, really like how that block's coming along. I think that's going to be very interesting in 1.17 once it drops. I do reckon there's going to be a lot of contraptions. We could use it for all sorts of things, and yeah, just I don't know, when I heard it could detect splashes, I thought, watch the fish farms get updated now. Watch that happen and come crazy good again for AFK fish farming. But yeah, as I said, that was really the only two interesting things in the last snapshot is the dripstone the dripstone biomes that they added, and that Clunk. I'm not even sure what it's called, but I just call it the wireless redstone block at the moment. Yeah, but it has so much potential. Apparently, you got to use a hoe to mine this living block up, and apparently you can get the block back by just punching it or using another tool. But it's like trying to get you got to use a hoe, or else it takes for flaming ever to get up. But that was interesting. That was a whole bunch of bug fixes. And what's interesting, I don't know if this is gonna. What's interesting is they're playing around. I noticed too. I did a lot of reading, but they're playing around with the build height at the moment. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing there, so that's fascinating. Because they removed the build height limiters and stuff from server settings, and have been playing around with the build height. So I don't know if they're going to change the build height in Minecraft, or what are their plans? What are their future plans? Why are they playing around with the build height stuff at the moment? You know, it's in there. They're mucking around with it. Is this something to do with the future? Can we guess something right now? Are we predicting a 1.18 something in the sky update? Maybe? I really don't know. I was just taking a stab in the dark, but I think the Minecraft build height was perfectly fine at the moment. Does anyone else have a problem with the Minecraft current build height? Is it too small? I don't know, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with the build height there, because if they're mucking around with it, that means they've got some sort of future plan. Like they may be prepping Minecraft itself for something in the future, because they go, we've got to do this, but we've got to update. Because I'm pretty sure every time a player joins a server or something, it's got to detect the build height and the down below, like does all these calculations and stuff, and that's what they're playing with. So I don't know. We'll wait and find out all that good juicy information the more they play around with it, or maybe we're calling something already for a future update. They're mucking around prepping the Minecraft right now for it, but maybe 1.18 we see something with up in the skies. Maybe just taking a stab in the dark. I just don't know. I really don't know. But interesting. So I've been following those snapshots at least once every week or two, trying to keep all the 1.17 knowledge in my head. So when we do start a new season late next year, we can we know most of the stuff ready to go. Because I've a long time ago, when I took a break from Minecraft, and everybody, long-term subscribers will know exactly what I'm talking about here. Took a break and ended up coming back due to, some issues that I was having at that point of time in my life. And some people will know that and some people won't. But anyway, I came back to Minecraft, but I missed a few patches. And trust me, when you miss a few patches and they change a bunch of things, you sort of get lost in a Let's Play and you look like you have no clue what you're doing. And they're like, yeah, they changed that. Oh, they got rid of that. That doesn't work anymore. You're like, ugh! So you try keep up. It's not a new game, so you try keep up. Like with most new games, when I try do a Let's Play, I do try to do what it's called is a blind Let's Play. A blind Let's Play means it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like you're going into a brand new game, you're going to figure out all the stuff yourself. You haven't watched, somebody else play it, or it's called a blind let's play. It literally shows people the game from a new perspective, a new player that doesn't know every single thing about it, etc., etc. But Minecraft is totally different for me. It feels like I need to stay up with the latest stuff, and that's why I tend to go around the internet and either read or watch Snapshot reviews, and or just read the actual change logs and stuff like that. So it depends. It really depends. Maybe going to MC Bedrock Heights. I'm not sure. I am 100% not sure. Watermelon. No, yep. Okay, I was just reading chat for a second there. But yeah, so super excited. What do you guys think? What's going on there? Why are they playing around with the build height stuff? I have no flaming clue. So it could be, to be honest, if they are going to add something, it won't be 1.17. To be just being honest, like they've already planned a massive cave and stuff overhaul. I reckon that wouldn't be anything to do with 1.17. I reckon it would be they're prepping for the future of Minecraft. So they've got something way down the track planned. I reckon if they got a big whiteboard somewhere with like the next 4 years of updates and ideas. Oh, jeez. There we go. Breaks into Mojang's office, not to steal anything, just to see this grand whiteboard of things to look at. Oh, alright, there was 1 diamond. It's like, really? Thank you. Thank you. Hello, welcome, mate. Welcome. Hey, Kim, how's it going? Good night, day, afternoon. It is the morning here. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, just dropped off the kids and jumping into an episode of Hunting for Diamonds. But welcome. Make sure you smash those buttons, even if you're stopping by to say g'day. Oh, crikey. So yeah, that's super exciting. So let's move on to the next topic here. I think it's probably a good time. Yeah, I bet. Anyway, post your comments below on what you think's why they're mucking around with the build height stuff. I'd be curious to read some of those comments. See anyway, but okay, moving on to the next topic. All right, so this week in the world of Minecraft Down Under, we took a break of working off the base because I know for the last more than a week we worked solid on the base, getting, inputs and stations and industrial furnace and a whole bunch of more stuff online at the main base, which is fantastic, but tried to mix it up a little bit. So we took a break from working on the main base, and we started a wither skull farm, a wither skeleton farm. Now, obviously, I got a bunch of information from fans and just people linking me stuff. It happens. it happens. And pretty much, I did not know, but a lot of things have changed since, 1.16 update when it comes to wither skeleton farming. A lot of high-end YouTubers now like to use wither roses and stuff to farm it, and there is other versions of the farm nowadays, but wither rose seems to be the main one. So I was trying to build a farm without the wither rose at the moment, but be upgradable in the future, if you know what I mean. So we're building a design. We built the first drop of information we got was data. Try to find a fortress inside a soul sand valley. And I was like, okay, Soul Sand Valley. Why is that? Because apparently in a Soul Sand Valley, really only a few skeletons spawn in a Soul Sand Valley. So pretty much everything's coated in soul sand. That means technically it's already slabbed for you. And I was like, what? No way. So that huge, trust me, the biggest part about building any sort of wither skeleton farm is removing or adding so many slabs to at least minimum of 50 blocks in each direction. That's minimum. Some people go to the max on doing it, just like a witch farm. But it is so painful trying to hunt down every space to do that in. But then, yeah, no, this new information about the Soul Sand Valley come through. I was like, what? And the Soul Sand Valleys literally, negate that problem and pretty much stop all the spawns from happening, which is obviously fantastic. So, yeah, well, we found one in Soul Sand Valley. The only thing I really need to slab, to be honest with you, the only thing I need to slab is the actual fortress itself, so it forces everybody to spawn in our little spawning section that we've got. So, but yeah, no, we ended up starting in the series. We obviously, our first adventure out there, trying to establish that connection, failed miserably. Like, no, actually, the start didn't fail miserably. Going home failed miserably. Getting stuck over 7,000 blocks away from home sucked. So, that was our first experience getting out to the Soul Sand Valley Fortress. And then our second experience is I was recording the episode, the next episode, and I was getting always attacked by blazes. We managed to finally negate that problem, and then Venom, in the middle of the episode, Venom started screaming because there was a giant spider on the roof, and I was having a bad couple of episodes, I must admit. Shooting the last couple of episodes was not an easy thing to do. There was always something going wrong. There was something always going wrong in those couple of episodes there. Oh, holy smokes. So you'd have to go watch the extended uncut live stream if you want to see the whole spider incident that interrupted the episode. I cut it out of the main episode, obviously. Yeah, that was that incident, and then getting stuck and having to relink portals, and so it was just a pain in the bum. A royal pain in the bum. Hello, zombie is going to come try and knock me in the lava. Not before you. Ha ha ha. Alright, before I get rid of this cobblestone, let me put in the next line for our thing here. Really, you just walked into that? There we go. So yeah, a bit of a pain in the bum this week, but we got up to episode 3 on the fortress. It wasn't that exact number, like, but the third episode on the fortress itself. We finally got to name tagging the piglin that we needed to name tag. The problem was, there was a problem. So some people are a little bit upset, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of the drama here. Yes, there's going to be those people you get messages from. But, so, as you guys know, I've been spinning a wheel recently. The wheel is to choose a random fan so I don't get accused of, picking friends or donators or anything. The wheel just randomly chooses from a whole bunch of people that we've added that people want to be added to. So Venom takes care of that. If you want to be added to the wheel, you can just PM Venom over on Discord. I'll say that now. Now, do I need more torches? No, I think I'll be good for this next one. So yeah, that was perfectly fine and all. So we spun the wheel again, and we've chosen another name of. Well, the wheel chose another name, and this name apparently really hasn't been around in streams. Like, this was a random name that I've actually never seen before. So some fans were quite upset. Well, yeah, some. Not a whole bunch. Just say a handful. Some fans were upset that this one person that probably came to one episode or one live stream, a while ago, got their name added to the wheel and got chosen in a future episode, but has never been back and will never know that he's been chosen. So there's that drama, and getting people saying, I got messages saying that I should be spinning the wheel again to choose another name because he's not a regular. I don't know how to feel about this, because obviously I love the people that come to every stream and share and do absolutely everything possible to help the channel, you know. Obviously I like to try and give something a little back to those people, but at the end of the day, we did the whole wheel thing so it can be a random fan. So it's a bit of a, what would you call this situation? Is it, do you spin the wheel again? So you can choose a bit more of a regular person we know a name of, or, but then again, that defeats the purpose of the wheel. Like, I was going to get into that, Venom. I know everybody has an opinion here, but we chose the purpose of spinning this wheel to choose a random name for that exact reason. It's meant to be that random name. Now we got to put like these rules on it. Oh, if your name comes up and you don't come to episodes or you don't do anything, you know, your name's not going to be chosen. Like, it's really it's that area now. So you've got those upset fans that like, Data, that doesn't sound right. I have never seen that guy in any one of your streams or comments or anything. Like, you should have respun the wheel again. Like, oh, you know, oh, like, I can never win. I did. I'm not really picking, because if I respun the wheel, as long as it landed on a regular, then I'm dictating. Yeah.
You're dictating that it has to be a regular. You know what you do? You keep your word to the community.
Yeah.
Your word was everybody is entitled to a chance. If you want your chance,
put your name on the wheel. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You know what? If anybody has a problem,
Well, it doesn't really matter, because
I have a box of Kleenex.
You have a box of tissues. Okay, so it doesn't really matter at this point in time. The pigman's already named. I'm not going to obviously... Well, the piglin, it's already named. I'm not going to rename him at this point of view. Point of time, not point of view. Point of time, I think it's... it's just... Even if I was to dictate this thing, then you would probably have another problem come up. To be honest, I didn't see this problem coming up until, you know, I got a couple of decently angry messages stating, why was this person that never comes chosen, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I was like, oh no, here we go again. So, you know, there's really not much we could do in that thing. I just... Well, no, I was going to point out, once if that person's a lurker, there's a bunch of people in chat that come to live streams, that watch episodes. Like, if an episode has near 1,000 views, there's not going to be 1,000 comments, is there? No. Like, my Gold Farm has like 1 million+ views. Is there 1 million+ comments? No. There's always going to be that person that comes, watches the episode, and never comments, or never likes, or never shares. They just watch the content. That's all they do. That's all they want to do, and that I respect that. Once if this person, you know, is a lurker, sitting in the background, finally his chance comes up to be in the episode, and he actually finally pipes up for a change, gets his name added to the wheel, goes back to lurking. Yeah, so it could be a lurker. That's what we call them when they don't talk or anything in the background. They're listening right now to me, but they're not going to say anything. They're not going to pop up in chat and say, I'm a lurker. No, they won't do that. They'll just sit in the background and listen. Because right now, there could be... I notice this, especially when I do these mining live streams, some people are at work. Some people are doing their thing. They got me in a you know, on their phone, listening as they, you know, work along, which is fantastic. I think that's crazy. That's awesome. They would have to stop what they're doing, pick up their phone, you know, make sure they're logged in to chat and comment. So, see, Joel, I didn't see him all night. Now he's piped up. He's like, I'm lurking. Hi. Oh, crikey. See, we have some lurkers, which is totally cool. But I just can't believe this drama has come up over not nothing, but drama has come up. I cannot win. I cannot win. There is no perfect system. I thought the wheel was the perfect system here. I thought, yes, nobody can accuse me of choosing my friends or girls or donators or anything. The wheel will choose for me. You know, it's random. But now it's like, Data, this person hasn't been around. He shouldn't have been chosen. Oh.
We don't know if he hasn't been around.
So, you know, I don't know. I cannot win. I would obviously like to hear your thoughts. What would your perfect system be when it comes to the wheel and naming things after fans? What would what would your system be? Yeah, it'd be interesting. It would be definitely interesting to see what other comments are, what other suggestions are. But I think the wheel is here to stay. I think the only big problem that I think fans are valid upset over is the fact that I do the wheel at the beginning of a live stream, and usually that live stream is scheduled for nighttime for me, but ridiculous times for other people. So again, then I'd create another problem, even if I was to do the wheel on a decent time with fans and stuff, able to come so they could watch the wheel get spun live. Give me that piece of coal. You would have that other problem, like there's different time zones all over the world. You could never make everybody happy. So it's still, again, it's a double-ended sword. But that's the two major complaints at the moment is like the people the people that the wheel is choosing apparently are not regulars, and why am I doing them at the beginning of a live stream that they can't really watch because of the time zones and stuff like that. So there's not much I can change about the time zones. It's just when I stream. I need that name tag. I need it ASAP. Yeah, so a bit of drama around the wheel there.
No, everyone's agreeing with me because of what I've already in chat.
Okay.
I said the system you have is perfect. People who come to the channel and see the wheel have every right to be on the wheel.
Yep.
We just need to hand out more tissues. And Charles said exactly, if they weren't, they wouldn't be on the wheel. I mean, if they weren't here watching your content,
Yep.
how would they know the wheel exists? So therefore, if they're here watching content like everybody else, whether they come once a week, once a month, they are still a member of the community. They still have a right to be on the wheel.
Yeah, well, I try to weed out the people that just click on the video and then click off the video. Normally, if I have any secret namings or secret, pulled right out of live stream chat, I normally literally, or remember the 822s. I put an 822 in chat if but I do it either in the middle or near the end, so people don't know exactly where the naming takes place. They have to watch the content unless they catch on from everybody, all the comments down below. But yeah, I try my best to do stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those things that you're never going to balance perfectly to make everybody happy.
But this system is fair.
I know it's fair.
It may not suit everybody's tastes, but it is fair.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty fair, and this time around next season, I'm going to be using the wheel right off the bat because then I can't get accused of anything. Everybody's got a shot, and I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to send them your way. I know what you're going to say to them.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to put a tissue emoji.
A tissue emoji? I don't think there is a tissue emoji.
Well, I'll make one.
Flaming gala.
I'll go to Google and I'll Google Kleenex and I'll just stick a photo of the box of Kleenex in there.
That could mean many things, Venom.
Thank you for contacting Daedalus822 about this issue. And then be like, here. And
you
have
can't
a
do
nice
that.
day.
If you in this line of work, if you've got nothing nice to say, you just don't say it back to people. Because it paints you.
Not hate the people. I hate the mindset of it has to be all about this or it has to be. I hate Karens.
Karens.
These people are Karens. They
Okay,
have to
Karens.
have something to whinge about.
Something to whinge about.
Yeah. Don't you worry your mind about it. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Do what I do best.
Yeah, don't worry There, I had a Kevin Hart moment. There, I said it.
Yeah.
They're stupid. Move on.
You're absolutely crazy, V. So yeah, I just thought I would bring that up in the stream because, you know, you probably find those people that did complain are listening to right now, but instead of typing it out in a big thing, what my feelings are on it, I thought, yeah, they could just listen to the stream, and there you go. That's my feelings about it. So a lot easier to get it out in here than it would be typing all that out, because it's a catch-22. You can't dictate it all the time. It's got to be random. And yes, it sucks that if this person managed to get his name on the wheel and never came back to the channel, you know, he's named that. It's just what it is what it is. So yeah. Oh, what a pain, a bit of a pain in the bum there. Oh, Struth. Okay, let's move on. So, it is the last month of the year. That's right. Finally, we're into the last month of the year. Fan-bloody-tastic. It's only, I think, two more weeks of data before I go on holiday for a couple of weeks. You won't see me for a good couple of weeks, guys. And just after New Year's, you'll see me come back. So you got me for another couple of weeks, and then I'm on. And then apparently I'm Venom's with an evil laugh in the background.
I'm so excited.
So in this time, obviously, I host Christmas. Well, Venom hosts Christmas.
I was going to say, wait, you host Christmas?
We host Christmas for the family. The family rocks up. You know, typical Christmas, you know, get-togethers. So we got family coming over, and lots of cooking, and then not only we host Christmas, but we host New Year's as well. So it's sort of it's really, really busy time in real life for me. That is why I go on break. So, yeah, unfortunately, yes, I could be just sitting back and relaxing, but unfortunately, I am prepping the garden because here, since we're in Oz, where our Christmas falls in summertime, where it's nice and hot and the sun is out, we sit under a big tree in my backyard with a big table, and we sit around and we just do that. So I prep the garden, make sure it's all nice, make sure the lawn's mowed, the pond is cleaned out. You know, I go through my checklist. I go through my big checklist, making sure the garden's up for entertaining, I would call it, the best way. And then Venom is stuck usually the leading up to Christmas. She's stuck in the kitchen. She likes to make all her stuff.
All the desserts and all the salads.
Yeah, she likes cooking. She really does. She sits back and sits there and cooks all sorts of things and just preps for the big day. So we do 2 different sets of food for the table on Christmas. We do a hot and we do a cold. So what I mean about a cold is, you know, a couple days before, Venom will normally cook up a bunch of chickens and pull them apart and obviously put them in a big tub, and that would be the cold part for cold chicken, because where she came from, her family did cold lunch for Christmas, and where I come from, my family did hot lunch. So that's the question for the day. What does your family do for Christmas when it comes to lunch? Or some people even have dinner. Sorry, my bad. Some even have breakfast. I've seen it before. So do you have lunch? Do you have breakfast? Do you have dinner? And what is it? Is it a cold? Or is it warm? Or is it a mix of both? I'm fascinated to see what...
Both.
Yeah, so... Venom does both. She likes to prep all the cold stuff at least 1 to 2 days before Christmas, so she has all that done. And then just like that Christmas night, like seriously, she'll have, you know, all the prezzies ready, and she'll do all that sort of stuff. And then she will literally cook all night. Poor Venom's usually exhausted by the next day. She has all that sort of stuff.
I'm so tired. I don't usually eat much on Christmas Day.
Yeah, she's the poor thing that doesn't eat much on Christmas Day. She cooks all night long, has all the desserts and everything ready. You know, good trifle, pavs, all that sort of yummy stuff. And then, you know, the families are all rocking up, and we all gather around the big tree in the backyard, and yeah, we gather around the big tree in the backyard, and we just sit down and we chinwag and catch up with family and friends. Like, I've got a couple friends that do come over and spend Christmas with us as well, because they got nobody. So, there are some people out there, and there are some people out there that unfortunately don't have big families or have disconnected from families, and they normally spend their Christmas with a friend or something a little different than normally. Okay, so being Christmas Eve, huge dinner with a whole family, lots of food, singing, presents exchange. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No, that was up there. We have family tradition full of Christmas meal at lunchtime. See, then opening presents. We allow to open one present on Christmas Eve. Okay, continue the tradition with my kids. Oh, that's fantastic. That's from Joe. I finally upgraded my key. Oh, it's a different comment. Oh yeah. Okay. So see that, as I said, everybody's different. When it comes to Christmas lunches, cold, hot, yeah. Venom makes.
We don't do turkey.
No,
no one really. It's not big here.
Yeah, so turkey here is not really extremely big, so we don't really have turkey on the table, but we have like a large cooked chicken, and we have roast lamb, and we have roast potatoes, pumpkins, vegetables, and we have gravies.
Yeah,
yep.
And then we have prawns.
We have colder stuff. We have prawns. We have cold chicken.
Turkey breast.
Turkey, ham.
Ham.
Yep, definitely the ham. I think.
Potato salad and coleslaw.
Yes, we got Venom sits there and makes the homemade coleslaw, potato salad, and all that good stuff. See what I mean? It's like a combined. It's a huge preparing. Like.
And then we have trifle and pav.
Yeah, and then we have the desserts, which we try to tell everybody. We try to tell everybody at the table, don't overfeel. Venom sat there making desserts all night. Please don't fill yourself up.
But they can't help themselves because...
No, their eyes are bigger than their belly. They're normally...
Even though we were raised, like, you had hot lunch, I had cold lunch.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to double plate. So they have a plate of hot, like a small plate of hot food, and then they have like a small plate of cold food.
Nom.
They get the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. And then the time you finish that, you realise, crap, I got to fit dessert in.
And we don't even eat, like, Dana and I do seafood for everyone else, but we don't actually eat seafood.
Yeah, I don't think America... Do you guys over there do seafood for Christmas? Because it's colder over there, isn't it? So, it's summer here. It's really hot. Like, definitely seafood has to be on the menu. You see some of my family's like, where's the prawns? So we have a huge plate of prawns. We normally grab closer to the date.
You're saying Thanksgiving's bigger usually.
Oh, Thanksgiving's bigger. Okay. Yeah.
Well, we don't have Thanksgiving, so Christmas is our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we don't have Thanksgiving here, so Christmas is really our big thing once a year that we have here to get together with the family, friends, etc. One year I had 10 bird roast for Christmas dinner. Wow.
We don't, I don't know.
That's crazy. But yeah, turkey. We did turkey we did have turkey on the table, but to be honest, nobody really was touching it, and that just.
We ended up sending it home with Hammy.
Hammy was like, he was eating the leg of the turkey. And like, Hammy, do you want to take this turkey home? It's not going to fit in our fridge. Here, have it. Take it home. Nobody's touching it. He took the turkey home to eat it.
But last year I cooked up a nice boneless piece of lamb.
Yeah.
And there was absolutely none
left.
I felt like there wasn't enough. So this year we'll be cooking 2 pieces of lamb. Because it just, I did a bunch of roast potatoes and roast pumpkin and lamb, and they went really quickly. And Data's sister was like, are there any more roast potatoes? I was like,
no, they're all gone.
So we have to do a bit more. We'll do 2 legs of lamb this year.
The biggest problem I think you have, and I see your frustration, is when I'm like outside and you're inside cooking, I see your frustration is the space. Like, you don't have oven space to cook all this. Like, you would easily cook it, but you just do not have the space in the kitchen to do it.
Because we've got the air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer would.
I'll probably put at least one of the lamb legs in.
Yep.
And then put the other one on top of the potatoes, and
Yep.
then maybe just have another tray of potatoes. So I think we'll be right. Or if we play it smart, what we do is we put 2 trays, right?
Yep.
So you have the lamb on top of the potato in one tray, put it on the top shelf,
Yeah.
and then have lamb and more potatoes underneath on the bottom shelf. Bring one out, cut it up, serve it, chuck the other one up the top. Hopefully by the time it's all gone, it's finished cooking the top one.
Yeah,
So you can
possibly.
rotate it out.
We don't really have a huge oven. Like,
We need a bigger oven.
well, unfortunately, in Oz, having a big oven, really, you're usually pretty wealthy. Like here, standard size oven is just a standard, just a standard size oven. Usually, if you have one of those massive stonking ovens, usually your family's pretty wealthy. Yeah, like you far out the size of some of these ovens that I've seen in the past. Oh, huge. Baby, I can't buy you a huge oven. I'll put 2 standard ones in. How's that?
No, but there's no space.
We'll cut a hole in the kitchen
bench.
in the bench and put another oven in. So you got 2 ovens.
Yay! Or just hook one up dodgy outside with propane.
Yeah, true.
Like you make yourself a
Gas oven outside. Or just fire up the Barbie.
I'm sure Roadkill could do that for us.
Oh, crikey. There's many ways of doing that.
Something up.
Yeah, Jimmy something up. Oh, crikey. But yeah, so everybody has their Christmas lunches they go to, or friends' houses they go to. Like I'm being honest with you, before I met Venom, I just used to go down to me mate's place, Shane. Like, seriously, I didn't really do anything for Christmas. So they invited me down. I used to go round their place for Christmas lunch every year. But when I met Venom, Venom's like, okay, we got to start our own thing now. You don't need to go over to other people's places. It's time to start our own thing. So Venom started her own thing, and next minute my family's been showing up for the last 4 years now. 4 years at least.
Your family was sort of, you lost
Did their
your
own
dad.
thing.
You lost
Yeah.
your dad, and sort of everyone stopped getting together for Christmas.
Oh,
So
diamonds.
it was really good because in me saying, all right, that's it, we're going to start a family tradition of our own.
Yeah.
Jada's family all got reconnected again, and they all come for Christmas. So
Yeah, unfortunately, I think everybody has that one person in their family. I don't know who it is in your family, but
my mum.
my dad was the family glue. He was the one that organised everything. We knew where we were going, what we were doing, what we were having. He was the organizer and the planner and all that good stuff. He had everything all down pat, so we all just followed that plan of hosting or going somewhere. Some years we would have it out in the open. Some years I have it at my nana's place. Some years it was just like that. He was that person. But unfortunately, when he passed away, my family stopped doing the normal tradition stuff because he was that person to organise it. So obviously, when I met Venom, she put together her own like family dinner, and then as I said, my family was all invited, and they started showing up, and they've been showing up for years now. So that's just the new thing. It's reconnected with all family that we don't see in ages and stuff like that. So which is a good thing. It's a positive to the negative, because obviously I do miss my dad. He was the knowledge that man could pass on. I think everybody has one of those in the family too. But he used to run the farm and used to show me so many things. He could MacGyver anything. I'm like, we don't have the part for that, Dad. Oh no, you could do this, and I'll just bang this together and weld a bit, spot weld this here, and look at that, works like a charm. See, and I was just like, wow, like it works fine. Like, okay, that's not meant to go like that, but it works just fine. So the amount of knowledge that was lost when he passed away, because it's unfortunately he died young, but I think everybody has one of those in their family also, like the jack of all trades that could fix anything and have. I think it's a dad thing, maybe.
The clue in my family was my mum.
Yeah, see, my granddad also, far out. He had a lot of knowledge in his head. My granddad was one of those when he fought in the war, he was one of those person that used to sit at the bottom of the plane. I forgot what they're called. They sit in the gun spot on that turn around at the bottom of the plane. When I was at his funeral, they showed lots of pictures and talked about his time, but he actually never ever, he was in it, he did it, but he never seen too much action. I think that's the word for it, but there's a special word for what position he held. No, tail gunner, it's the one that's got, there's like a thing on the old plane. I don't know. It was, I have no clue, but you remember the funeral for my granddad a long time ago.
This one?
I think so.
That's a ball turret gunner.
Ball turret gunner. He was very interesting. So he had a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge that guy did.
Yeah, see someone's put it in there.
Yeah. And that's where he met his wife, because she was a nurse. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Yeah, so anyway, let's stop talking about the past there.
Oh, you don't want to get upset yourself.
No, I don't want to depress everybody, you know. It's great, you know, I've lost all these people around me and in the past, and talking about my dad just brings up memories of the farm, and it's just, yeah, old stuff that I don't need to bring up right now, you know, in stream. You don't bring these things up. But I just thought, you know, just bringing the point up that everybody has one of these people in their family that probably have a million stories or can fix anything, or, you know, one of those sorts of things. But, yeah, he was pretty cool listening to my granddad before he passed, and learning a lot of things from my actual dad before he passed. It was amazing, and he probably, as I said, had so much more knowledge, because every time we got to that situation, something needed to be fixed, he already had a solution. And I'm like, how do you do that? That sort of stuff is dying out, which kind of sucks. It really does. I wish I listened more. As a kid, come on. I think a lot of teenagers and stuff would be like, meh, man. I was a lot of meh. I should have paid a lot more attention, you know, to what he was doing. He could pull the tractor in a million pieces, MacGyver bits and bobs out of just random things he finds around. And yeah, I should have paid attention. That's what I was trying to say there. Should have paid attention. But, okay. So let's move on from that. We talked about Christmas and what everybody's traditions are and everything else. I think that was a perfect topic for this time of year. Yeah, so let's move on to content. Okay, so as of now, in 2 weeks' time, because you lose me in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, I've got a couple of tutorials already pre-made for you guys. I've got 8 parts to a very cool, very epic adventure map I did with Venom. It's a 2-player experience. The storyline was A+. The millions of command blocks to make things move was insane. That's where the wonky donkey come from. It was absolutely insane, that adventure map. The biggest one I've ever played. So there's 8 parts to that one with 8 parts to that with Venom we did together this year. So you'll see that start to flow out too. Probably going to be a mix of content. I don't think there will be just all of one thing at a time. You'll probably find, so one day maybe an event, one part of the adventure map, one day maybe a tutorial. Also, I've got 2 showcase videos, so you'll probably find there'll be a random showcase video of a huge, the witch farm that we built. Like, that's coming up too. So in a couple of weeks' time, you'll see that too. And then I throw a tutorial in, and then, you know, and also me and Venom did a hardcore series together, which is currently still going. I can't say too much about that, but the last person standing in the hardcore literally wins. So the first person to die loses.
Can we Elton John it now? I'm still scared.
I don't know, after last episode. But anyway, no, can't spoil it.
Hey,
can't spoil it.
It's just a friendly poke.
There was no such thing as a friendly poke.
Seriously, it was like going into the change rooms at the football and giving the player a slap on the bum.
You don't, no.
That
I can't believe you did that.
Well, you know what?
Anyway.
It happened, and I'm still standing.
Anyway, so that's coming up soon. And guys, trust me, there's a lot more jump cuts in this series. So it's a regular Minecraft hardcore. What hardcore means is it's permadeath. If you die even once, you can either spectate or get kicked out of the map. You cannot play anymore. You're completely deleted, gone. So the stakes are extremely high. I did this because everybody's like, Data would never survive hardcore, blah, blah, because I died too much in the beginning of the series. So I figured, hey, I'll do a hardcore with Venom and we'll get up to some shenanigans. But yeah, so Venom designed and built this very crazy house, and I datafied it, like made it very pretty, and there's lots of stuff. I don't want to give too many spoilers because there's lots of jump cuts, so we took a lot of the boring stuff out of it, got to the action and all sorts of things. So stay tuned for that one. You just got to get past the first episode. To be honest, the first episode of any series is a bit difficult because usually you got to punch a tree, get a hole in the ground, etc., etc. But by the third episode, we've already got a base, etc. So, yeah. Anyway, so that all that content is coming up over the Christmas break that I'm not going to be here. So, don't worry, there's a mix of content. So, if you don't like the hardcore series, check out the adventure map. You may love some of the mechanics and craziness comes with that adventure map. Or maybe if you don't like that, there's showcase videos. If you don't like that, there is tutorials. So, there is a bit of everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Dabbled in everything this year. So I was going to do a modded series this year, but then I thought to myself, nah, I'll skip it. I do a modded series every year, so I skipped it this year. So because I'm planning something, something's coming back on Mondays next year, so I figured I won't double up on that right now. So yeah. Anyway, so that there is coming soon to the channel. I just thought I'd update everybody on what's going on there. There's a mix of content for everybody, hopefully, that watches. And hopefully the tutorials help you, and hopefully the showcases videos were up to your standard, and all that good stuff. Alright, so now that the year is coming to the end, I think this year has been absolutely a crazy ride for everybody, for every country. Been an absolutely insane ride. Is everybody looking forward to a fresh year next year? Hopefully next year would be, a little bit better than what we had this year. Just saying. Oh, it's truth. It wasn't a great year, was it? There's just little things that tick you off, like some people wanted to go down to the pub for a drink and couldn't do that anymore because of, human malware, and some people lost family members, and it couldn't be something so small. Like, for me, I'm to be honest, I'm a hermit already, so, that sort of lockdown stuff doesn't bother me at all. I'm a gamer, like, meh, meh. That doesn't really affect me, but it affected everybody around me. But what affected Data the most is I like to go out on a date with Venom, at least once every couple of weeks, and usually around my birthday, the beginning of the year, I like to, go see the latest Marvel movie, because yes, there's always usually a Marvel movie around my birthday. And guess what? Black Widow was meant to be released around my birthday this year. And as everybody knows, that didn't happen. So I didn't get to go to a date and a dinner date and movie with my girl for my birthday. That did not happen. I just spent it at home on the computer. So it kind of sucks, Just little things like that. It sucks. Right to the big stuff obviously sucks too, but all this stuff, what I'm trying to say, it affected everyone. Doesn't matter who you are. It's just that all the stuff affected, little, big, everything was just affected this year. It does really suck. I'm hoping next year will start off positive. The vaccine may start rolling out and helping people, and economies start to sort of try to start recovering, and restrictions can be lifted, and all that crazy stuff, and movies can start coming out. I don't know what the movie theaters were like in America, but they're all shut here, literally. And they're only just opening up back now, and they have B-class movies playing right now. So going to the movies does just not happening right now. And restaurants still have the 1 person per 2 meter rule. Yeah, our restaurants have that. So getting a table anywhere sucks. Yeah, so, as I said, it affected everybody. Businesses, everybody. It was a hard year for everybody. And hopefully next year, brand new year, might bring some positive. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I think there would be definitely on New Year's, there's going to be some crazy parties and stuff going on, and everybody's going to look forward to next year. I'm definitely looking forward to next year, and hopefully a bit more normalcy in life for everybody. I knew 2020 was going to be crazy. Yeah, yes, it was an absolutely insane year. The vaccine is coming to the UK next week. Oh, that's fantastic news. In California, some movie theaters are opening back up. Yeah, as I said, ours are just coming back here too. But to be honest, there's no, AAA sort of movies playing. It's all B stuff that you've never heard of before. Mighty says the movie theaters around here were just starting to open. Case started to spike, and they closed them all down again. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Hopefully I can make it there next year. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. On the news koala right now, they're saying we're not going to open up to you guys until at least 2022, unless the jab, as we're calling it, is fully successful and launched out, and it will be open up a little bit earlier than that. There's a lot of opinions around this next thing that I'm going to say, yes, because it is a thing, but everybody that's coming or leaving from Australia, when they do open back up, must prove they have the jab. Yeah. I'm gonna put some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it. I'm just telling you, don't shoot the messenger. Just saying, just don't shoot the messenger when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, so that's, I'm hearing all sorts of rumors and stuff. That's what the law is going to be here in Oz. Anyway, hey Tom, how's it going? Welcome. Steve, how's it going, mate? Got my own projector and surround system. I'm cool with a personal theatre experience. You're lucky, Stephen. I'm a bit of a hermit myself. Yeah, to be honest, me and Venom are definitely hermits. As I said, we'd leave the house to go on a date maybe once or twice a month. That's it. Other than that, we do shopping, we pay the bills, and come home, and we play games, survival games. I do Minecraft. We play a little bit of WoW on the side. I garden, so I'm not that typical bloke that likes to go down to the pub for a beer every day or every Friday, So it didn't really when that lockdown stuff started happening. Really, my lifestyle didn't change, except for the point that you couldn't get any toilet paper. There's that problem there. That's a whole different problem. Hopefully we won't be bringing that into next year. But Stephen, that sounds cool. You need to post a picture of your setup over on Discord. That'd be cool. Oh, crikey. Alright. My friend that was watching one of your episodes on the big screen when he was working has now lost his job. Yeah, that sucks. As the cinema he worked at is now fully closed, left empty. That sucks. Yeah, this entire problem was bad for every country. Every country, small, businesses, medium business, they all took a massive hit. It would have to be very successful to keep on chugging. And yeah, so even around here in Oz, a lot of small businesses did not make it out of the other side of this, legit. And I think that's a lot of people. Our unemployment rate is through the flaming roof. I think that's everywhere right now. So, you know, it sucks, but I'm really hoping, you know, next year will be a bit more positive. Things will start to get back on track. Once we got it under control and we've got vaccines rolling out, and I should have said the jabs, crikey, and that sort of rolling out, and, you know, life should start to resume, but it's going to take many years before, you know, things do start to go back to normal after the human malware. Like, many years. I reckon this is now, yeah, it's going to have that ripple effect that affected everybody. And it's going to take many years for things to just sort of start to come back down to normal. There we go. All right, we can do a U-turn now. I'm quite full. I did good with diamonds this time around. I did really good with diamonds. Like, seriously, I think I've got closer to a stack almost this time. Yeah. Data, are you going to play Cyberpunk 2077? Probably not, mate. I usually stick to me survival games. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've watched a lot of things about it, and yeah, the delay, and yeah, it looks good, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just being totally honest. Gone by Easter, though, never did say which Easter, though. Hey, lol. True that. Alright, so currently running back. I'm going to wrap things up for today. That's right, it's time to call it. Thanks for coming out and watching today's episode of my Hunting for Diamonds. And guys, obviously, any topics that we talked about today, put your opinions. Like, what do you think about the wheel that we talked about earlier on? The drama about the wheel, yay! We call it the wheel drama, the drama of wheel. I don't even know what to call it now, but that sort of drama. What do you think about that? And how would you improve it, or fix it, or just leave it alone? What do you do for Christmas? Do you spend it alone? Go to friend? Go to family? What sort of lunch do you have? Hot, cold, mix of both? Do you have seafood? You know, all that good stuff. Just lots of conversation stuff there. What do you think? Has the human malware affected you and your life? Was it a massive hit to you? Or you're a hermit and didn't really affect you too badly, except the toilet paper? You know, there's just so much topic we had today, which is obviously fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic. But stay tuned for all that upcoming content. We've still got a good couple of weeks left. I think even 2.5 weeks left of MDU, live streams, etc. May do a hangout episode just before Christmas. I can never promise that, because it depends on what family turns up, you know, all that sort of stuff. Because when that sort of stuff happens, it gets chaotic. It's impossible to switch on a live stream and tell everybody to shut up. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Data, you need 111 more levels. I need to see that space ball. Really. Oh, crocky. All right. It's time to wrap this up. It really is. We did really well on the coal. I've got to transport all that coal upstairs and feed our thing. And we got lots more diamonds to add. Whoa! Get out of here with your enchanted shovel. Get out of here. Bloody flaming galah. Oh, yep. I'm going out with a bang, alright? That's what's going on here. Going out with a bang. Oh, Struth. But guys, thanks for coming out. No shout outs today. That's fine. Alright. Okay, so everybody, have a fantastic weekend. And I'll catch you all on Sunday night, where we will hopefully... oh, guys, check out the last episode of Minecraft Down. I've got to upload it. Did I release that? Oh, crikey. Okay, I've got to upload it, release last episode of MDU, but holy smokes, you got to check it out. The bloody Wither Farm works like a champion. I haven't even laid a single slab yet. Yeah, so go check that out and have a fantastic weekend. I'll catch us all on Sunday where we will continue that farm, hopefully get it in the final stages, and then switch back to the base for a bit before we call it a year. But yeah, you did the shout outs on Twitter. Oh, Roy, I mean the shout outs to make sure there's like nobody that super chatted or anything. I go through a checklist at every single last of every episode, so I can do my shout outs and stuff like that, and for sponsors and etc etc. But says none, which is fine. Roy, later data. MJ, later data. A bloody nasty start at that. Tom, bye, have a good weekend. I'm gonna try. Busy day tomorrow though, got lots of appointments, but hey, we'll see. But have a fantastic weekend. I'll catch you all on Sunday. You gonna say bye, V?
Bye, V.
Quietly in the background, sipping on her.
No, I'm not drinking soda in the morning.
You're drinking soda in the morning. You should have a cup of coffee.
No.
Yes. That's probably what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to go get a nice, hot cuppa.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, guys.
So long as you're making them.
Of course.
All
I'll
right.
catch you all later.